used to be into cars, huh?
Yeah.
Integras?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I had a. Actually, it's crazy because I just bought another one.
Oh yeah.
I've been posting it on my
One.
on my Instagram. I bought it like this.
Was he talking on your shit, dude?
Test.
Yeah, but when I had this is what I just bought.
What
It's a Nikkei.
Oh, Nikkei? Huh?
Yeah, and like, well, I bought it in December. No front end, nothing, and like, I think what I have it look like. I actually turned it on yesterday.
Did you have a white one?
No, I never had a no.
What color was your Integra?
Silver. Mine
Silver.
was JD and Fernand.
Yeah. Yep.
And then I sold it to Gio, dumbass. Fucking crashed it the next day.
The next day?
Did
Did he have insurance on it?
Well, I had dropped the insurance the day I sold it to him.
Did he have
Oh,
insurance?
I don't know.
Damn.
This is the one I had.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then Gio, and then I had that one. And then I had this one. And then this is the latest one. That I've been just working on.
Damn, during your guys' high school times, cars were big, huh? There were like car I don't know if
Car
clubs
meets?
clubs
Yeah,
are the right is the right term for that.
Yeah, we had
You guys had flawless.
Flawless. We had Night Riders.
Night Riders.
Night Riders.
And then what was the one that was behind Food for Less?
I don't know.
Dragon.
Yeah.
You know Dragon?
Yeah.
Then you had the smaller ones like from Jervis and like Woodburn area and like I forgot the names, but like
It's crazy, dude, because we kind of grew up in the middle mole, the Fast and the Furious.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it came out, Fast and Furious came out, and
And
then
we're like in middle school.
yeah, and then like everybody like was like, oh, that's cool, like let's get into it, and like those guys that like was it Pancho from Flawless and Chava from Flawless, like they had nice cars, and like I think even Chava's brother, I forget his name, but like he still has his cars, from what I understand. Is,
Yeah, dude, you're young. You're like, oh shit, like, nah, that's bad. Y que no sé qué vergas, güey, dude.
Yeah,
But back in the day, it was cool because when you go watch a movie, like the first or the second or whatever, todos iban, dude.
Yeah.
Todos
Yeah,
salían quemando llantas. Like,
yeah, that is true.
all the cars. Nowadays, no one, it's not
I
about
think it
that
just
no more.
it's sold like it.
It's too much.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's
not even
10,
about the
11
races.
now.
Yeah, I don't know how many.
Shit
now.
like that.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, dude, I had to have been like in first grade when that came out, dude.
God.
First, second grade.
Shit.
So what?
But I remember what was that club? The people that that lived right behind McKay by the soccer field. There was a house.
El
literally-
Bofo con Luis?
That was Luis's house.
Yeah, Luis.
Night Riders.
Night
Yeah.
Riders,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
So I
was
mean,
Luis's
I
house.
remember that when we would go because we went to Waldo, the bus stop was right like pretty close to their house,
Yeah.
and then all the cars would be there in the
Yeah.
morning, dude,
Yeah,
and they
the-
would be pretty
The
badass
Blue
cars.
Evo. The Blue Evo.
Yeah,
Yep.
the Blue Evil.
Yep.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, dude. I remember I was like, damn, I want to have one of those. You know, sé qué. The minute when I went to McNary, everyone was into that shit, dude.
Hey, you know what's crazy though? There's a couple of the guys too that got it tattooed.
That-
KR.
No shit.
Yeah, it got KR. It said like KR Salem, and from what I understood is, Luis brought it over from San Diego, California. He brought it for sure
Yeah.
from California.
The car.
No, like
No.
the name Night Riders. 'Cause
Oh,
there was
okay.
a chapter in a different state, and then they brought it here, and it was like KR Salem. And the thing was that we were like, it seemed like Flawless was bigger, but we were the ones that Night Riders, like let's just say the second group or the smaller group, but we weren't just handing out our stickers. We would always ask everybody like, you got to put in the work to get your stickers, or
Yeah.
if not, like we wouldn't give you stickers to slap on your car.
What would you have to do to put in the work?
So so we would first is like, hey, well we'd have like, it was like a Saturday or Friday, and we'd have like little kickbacks. We'd just hang out at somebody's house, like we'd have a carne asada, whatever it was, we just hang out, and then somebody would introduce and be like, hey, Alan, this is George, hey, and he wants to kick it with us, and everybody like, what's up, and like he you think about it now, and it's like it's kind of funny, and he'd just hang out with us a couple of times, and then we'd be like, all right, George, like. We're gonna go and we're gonna race somebody from Flawless. We're gonna race somebody from.
We're gonna go hunt them. Just
Yeah,
go look
no,
for them.
no. Because we'd all meet up. We'd all knew where we were gonna meet up. We were gonna meet up downtown, and then we'd be like, "Hey, we're going to Ankeny Hill. We're going to I don't remember even the other places. Or we're going out to Jervis, and then we'd be like, "Hey, George, it's your time. You gotta show up now." And like he'd go up and like he'd race and like put in the work. Like you literally had to put in the work. It wouldn't like we wouldn't hand you your stickers in like a month.
What if you
It-
lost?
I mean,
You wouldn't get a sticker.
no, I don't. I think you still get the sticker, but that was the thing. Like, you couldn't just say like, "Hey, I want to be part of the team. This is my car," and like you get your sticker slapped on. It was never like that. And the thing was that with everybody was cool. Like, I remember we had the twins, like they could do swaps fast.
Oh yeah.
and like everybody would just help each other out and like to get your car going. If your car needed something, everybody was there and like, okay, hey, well, let's do this, let's do that, or like, hey, let's meet up at this person's house.
They're still around, ¿verdad?
Yeah,
The
I think
twins?
yeah, I haven't seen them in a while,
Oh.
but yeah, I mean, I've seen them on like social media. Um, what was crazy though is there'd be like Friday nights. This was like now going into like my freshman year in college, so like 2010, 2011. There'd be times where it was like Friday night, and they'd be like, it was literally like in the movies. Like think back and it's like in the movies, and they'd be like, hey, meet at Ankeny Hill 11:30, and like I was in my dorm or in my room in college, and like I get the text, and I'm like, vámonos. And like te subes a tu carro and you feel like you're in the movie. You're just speeding down the highway trying to meet up everywhere, and it was cool. It was chill.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But that is, my freshman year was the first time I got reckless driving too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
El Cono, he's still into that or no? Because he still got his Subaru, no?
Yeah, he has his Subaru, and then he actually just took it out. I think again. He was working on the motor again, and then I think he might have got ridden. He had a little black hatchback too.
Oh really? Shit.
But it might have been his or his brother's.
I really liked the red one he had at one point.
Yeah.
That one was clean.
Yeah.
The green one's okay.
Yeah.
I just don't like green, to be honest.
Yeah, there's certain colors that like I'll like try to stay away from when it comes to the cars, but there's always like certain colors that I will do when it comes to like suspension. When you look back from the back of the car and you see like the rear control arms, tie bar, subframe brace. I always had the same combination: silver, red, and gold. That was always.
Did you ever have a JDM car?
No.
No. I remember my first car was an EG sedan,
Okay.
and I wanted a hatchback. So a hatchback or a coupe so bad.
Yeah.
And I remember I traded it to this guy in Kaiser for a white EG hatch, and then this car was just so fucked up, dude. It was just bad. And then
The one you got?
yeah, the one I got,
Yeah.
and then it was just like leaking oil, and then just problem after problem, and oh, dude, it was bad. And then from there on, dude, I had really bad luck with cars.
Yeah.
Really bad luck with cars. But yeah, I like that, dude. We'd lower the cars and
Yeah,
stuff.
you do dumb things.
Yeah, you.
I don't think I got into it. I liked it, but I never got into the I never got into that scene. Like,
Yeah.
no me gustaba enough to be like, oh, I want a Honda and this and that. Like, I just never really cared for it.
Yeah, because you start throwing in some stupid money into it. Like
Yeah.
you start buying things that can, like right now for this little one I got, like it came with the steering wheel and a quick release, and I went and bought like a different steering wheel. Just like it has a perfectly fine steering wheel.
But
like,
if you're older now, you tienes dinero, and it is different. It's more of a hobby.
But in high school,
in high school, dude, it's just gonna consume you.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because like now you have adult money.
Yeah,
So like
now,
you can spend it on dumb things here and there. But when you're in high school, like you have $200 in your bank account, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna spend $100 on buying this piece for my car, and it's like, then what?
Shit.
back when you used
Yeah,
to fill up your car with $20,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, I know, dude. SUV with $20.
Yeah.
$20. When I was in high school, $20 pass SUV. No mames.
No, I couldn't do SUV. My mom's SUV, I couldn't fill that bitch with $20.
No, not
I-
$20, pero
It was
casi
my
lo,
car. It was like $22. Se llenaba mi carrito.
lo ponía machín, güey. You ain't camera shy, huh, fool? Nah,
no,
dude, I see you had some interviews before, no? Like
I've
in
done
school?
shitload of interviews. At the
Shit.
School.
Damn, he's about to give us tips.
I know,
I've gotten a whole
shit.
bunch of like. It's been cool. It's been
It's
cool.
cool, huh?
When I was in my previous school district, I was the only,
What, in Tito?
Yeah,
So
like,
they used you for commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The videos that I did were a lot for like recruiting and like for believing in kids. I did one for I've done a couple for the club, the soccer, and then this year for Salem Kaiser, like Hispanic Heritage Month. So I've gotten used to it. It's cool, man.
That's
I like
cool,
it.
dude. All right, dude.
What school? Hold on, right before you. So, what school district did you work for before Salem Kaiser?
Corvallis School District.
Corvallis. Okay.
Damn, dude. How was that? It was pretty cool.
It
Far
wasn't-
drive?
it
Or
was-
did you do
yeah.
over there?
No, I lived here. I've always lived here.
Oh.
But no, Corvallis opened their doors up for me first. They were
Yeah.
the ones that gave me the opportunity, and I enjoyed it. I was a very good school district. They provided everything for me. But the difference between over there and here is like I can connect better with the students here because you look at students and you're like, oh, well, I see a little bit of myself in them.
Yeah.
And over there, it wasn't the same. It's a different community, different environment, different structure. And right here, I'm going back to the struggle here with students and helping them deal with the stuff that maybe we dealt with growing up ourselves. But now you can relate and be like, hey, well, this is what I did. This is what worked. This is what didn't work. This is what I saw other people do and it worked for them. But I think most importantly, being at McKay or being in the school district now, you give the students an opportunity to see somebody that looks like them in a position of power, in a position of to be in a position. They can see somebody that looks like them in a position that they're not, they don't usually see, because in their circle they see people who are hard workers in agriculture, landscaping, construction, and that's their norm. And it's not very common for them to see people that look like them doing things like this. I mean, even the podcast itself, like, who would have thought two Hispanic people would be doing a podcast here in Salem, you know?
Yeah.
That's crazy, and I think that's you know, the more people see that, and I think every Latino, I think our generation is doing a lot
For sure.
different, better. It's just
In
it's
different
a different
ways.
transition
Yep,
now.
yep.
We're living in a transition donde ya nosotros somos the 90s kids, right? Everybody that migrated in the 90s or 80s, ya estamos teniendo hijos, ya estamos aquí. Everyone's getting established some way or another. Ya hay más estudiantes in, I think, medical field. There's more college graduates. There's ya están más, right?
Yeah, they're setting the bar.
Yeah.
And I think I was actually talking about that today, how my dad, you know, unfortunately, él nunca aprendió, he never learned to write or read. He only went to school up to first grade. And like now, I've been fortunate enough to go and get my bachelor's and then go to grad school. And like the difference between like where my dad went to education and like where I've gone to education, it's a huge gap. And the goal is that like now my kids can see where the bar has been set and they reach for that. But at the same time, teach them that there are kids who were like us still in their schools. And how do you balance that with them? Or how do you teach them to say like, hey, there's still kids who are like me that you go to school with? And how do you like humble yourself and realize that those kids are a generation back todavía? You know?
It's tough because I think as much as you want to do the kids, it really starts from home.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And a lot of times you got to kind of have to work. How do you fix that, right? And it's little baby steps, pero así siempre va a ser. Hasta que llega un punto donde it's caught up, but it takes years and generations.
Yeah.
You know?
That's hard, though. I don't think that you're able to do much for home, though.
No, but that's
so
what
I think like what he's doing is like way bigger, because he's like, this is what you could be like, this is what you could do, or you could do something better than me. But like,
no, por eso digo que it's hard. Yeah,
really
you can convince
hard.
here and there, but at the ultimate thing is it really comes down to cuando son niños, cuando van creciendo.
Yeah.
Ya cuando llegas a cierta edad, you could probably get one, two, or three, or lo que sea. I don't know, obviously the number, but that it takes a long time.
Yeah.
Poco a poco, you're getting 5, 3, así. Next thing you know, the bar keeps going like this, and you keep getting more and more, and then next thing you know, you're like, nada más así, poquito queda, but.
Yeah, the thing is crazy because like I still feel that even though I'm in a good position, I've been a teacher for 6, 7 years, and I feel like I've done good for myself. We have cars, we have a good home, we purchased our home, something my family had never done. I feel like I've grown this much, but one wrong step, wrong place, wrong time, and I'm down here again. And like that, I'm scared of that. Like I'm scared that one day, like I might be at the wrong place at the wrong time with the friends that I still consider friends, but that aren't making the best choices. And like I don't want them to think that like I'm a better person than them or anything. But like I still hang out with them because I genuinely care for them as friends. But it could be that one day they're doing something dumb or something happens and I'm there and it's like, oh, well now I'm all over the news. I'm a K teacher this or educator here, you know, and like now I've lost
reckless driving in his new Honda.
I've lost like the credibility that I've gained, you know, and that's hard too because like you try to distance yourself in a way from all the bad influences maybe you had growing up without letting the rest of everybody think like, oh, well, he just thinks he's better than
you can't really control what other people think.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And so it's just kind of at one point you're like, ¿sabes qué? It is what it is. Watch out when we do that shit because it's going to move something. He's like, oh, yeah.
You never told me.
¿Sí o no?
No.
Yeah,
did he tell me that?
Yeah, I told you. Watch out, I'm going to be moving it.
Oh.
Shit. No, now that we have the camera, dude, this is the first time we're doing the Sports Edition podcast. From my podcast, you already know my name, Jorge.
My name is Alan.
And then we got Avi in the house today. We're going to be talking about soccer.
Let's
or
do it.
football.
Football.
I mean, we got used to
We-
saying soccer, but it is football.
I mean, let's talk about it. What is your opinion on that?
I think here in the U.S. though, people are very entitled across the board in all sports. So it's like you can't tell them it's called football because they go it all pissed. It's like, all right, it's soccer, but like it's football.
All
you
right.
know?
Or football? Okay.
Football.
Football edition and podcast. Let's go.
Let's go.
Do it.
Shit, dude. All right. Before we get started, dude, ¿le vas a las Chivas o a la América?
No, man.
What?
Bro,
No.
I gotta let it out.
What?
¿A quién le
Oh,
vas?
you,
You
said
know.
you said you was a Santos fan.
No,
earlier.
I
You
didn't
said
know.
that earlier.
Right here,
What you got? there?
proud.
Damn.
It's old school too.
Cruz
Damn.
Azul.
Cruz Azul.
Cruz Azul.
With
Yeah,
the
dude.
Hidalgo outline of the state and
Yeah.
everything.
How do they let you teach, bro?
Yo,
That's-
that's why I'm covered up. I gotta stay covered up. No, yeah, Cruz Azul. I've been, when people talk about like men in sports and going into like even relationships, the most loyal person you'll ever know is number one a Cruz Azul fan, and then you can throw in there like an Atlas fan. But like all other people que le van a los otros equipos, they're cheaters.
Damn, dude. Damn, dude.
You're a
Yeah?
cheater, fool.
Yeah, no,
Damn.
anybody. Le vas a Cruz Azul?
Dude, no, I don't go to Cruz Azul.
Who do you
No,
go for?
dude, I'm an Oregon State fan, bro.
Oregon State
Yeah, not Liga.
football or prison
Prison.
or OSP?
OSP
No,
también.
no,
güey.
yeah. No, but Cruz Azul, like we've been loyal. We suffered since what 97,
97, dude.
and we
Damn.
finally got it during that COVID year. So
Dude, you know what they say about people that won championships during COVID year?
they're gonna say it didn't
Hey,
count.
that doesn't count. The Lakers,
Did they win during COVID?
That was a year like the year when everybody was coming back. There was
Ah,
they
already
felt
fans
bad
already.
for like
the
the teams.
actually no the year that was COVID. They ended up stopping it, I think, if I remember. And they were on top of the league, and we were all saying, like, oh, they need to let them play because we were like, oh, we're going to win, we're going to win. And no, they came back the next year because there was already people back and everything.
Damn.
Yeah.
But they were so salados, dude. Do you even remember?
Yeah, we lost
Yeah,
so
dude.
many.
Yeah, they were like bottom of the bracket as I was growing up.
No,
bro.
we weren't even if we weren't in the bottom of the bracket,
Just because you guys
all
are from
the
Mexico
finals.
City, if not, y'all would have been in Tercera. Dude, I didn't even know you guys were still First Division.
we've been first division.
No, I know. I just
we
didn't know
we
that.
never went down.
Dude, I thought you guys went down.
No, we
I haven't
never gone
heard-
down. That's another thing. And then in La Liga MX, right? Now there's no teams that are relegating or anything, and it sucks.
It's all only first division, dude. That's it.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, worst team on the table now, like they get a fine. They have to pay a certain
Really?
amount of money. Yeah, from my understanding, they're not
Shit.
relegated anymore. It's just
Huh.
like the MLS. They're not relegated.
Is it true that all of the soccer teams essentially are owned by narcos at this point?
I mean, I wouldn't. At least in Mexico, I know that it's a lot of corruption. I wouldn't doubt that there's stuff involved that's not legitimate. And we think about just the structure in society as a whole in Mexico. I wouldn't doubt if there's stuff in there that's not legal or straightforward. Or you even think, when we hear even like now with all the older guys that retired, when in their podcast, they talk about like things that they had to go through, that they had to pay money to be able to play. And like, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Like that sucks. But at the same time, where are they learning it from? We were a powerhouse here for so many years, and Mexico was a powerhouse here in this continent. And now we have MLS competing, but even MLS, like, what is the structure working there? I mean, we don't know yet.
Well, I think that
You gotta get closer.
I think that the only reason why you hear about MLS is because of Messi at this point. If it wouldn't have been for Messi coming, I don't think that
I think
MLS.
before that,
I don't
David
think so,
Beckham.
dude.
David
David
Beckham.
Dude, that was so long ago, dude.
But David Beckham's
Or
influence is
it's huge.
like the fruits of it is happening now. And when David Beckham came in, part of his contract, if I remember correctly, was like that he'll have a share in a future team.
Well, he owns his team.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So like his influence came. The bad part is that you have players who are coming over here to like retire, and the lifestyle.
Yeah.
You have. I think Messi posted a picture the other day of him or Antonella. Antonella, I think, posted it. His wife, of them like at a club in Miami, and it's like they can't do that in Spain. They can't do that in Europe.
Why?
They can't go to because you go to
They're
the club
known.
and like they're known so crazy.
You don't think they're that known in Miami?
Yeah, but did you guys see that video when he was like at the grocery
Oh,
store?
yeah, getting
like
gas.
Yeah,
and at the
dude,
grocery
like,
who
store.
does
that?
Yeah, I've
he
seen that.
can't do that over there. Like when Mbappe and what's his name from PSG right back, whatever they were, but like when they go around, they have to wear ski masks and stuff like that. Like, and it's like you in a way you probably take away a little bit of their privacy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I definitely think the MLS, they're known for the big names they've brought, but not because of like the what they produce, the talent, the structure. I don't think my personal opinion.
Before we get to the MLS, dude, you gotta tell us why you're a Cruz Azul fan.
So ever since I was little, I don't know if you guys remember back in the day. My dad was obviously a Cruz Azul fan, and he would tell me like, "Oh, Cruz Azul," and that kind of tied me to it. But then like when we were younger, I don't know if you guys remember at the Pulga here, they used to have those big like poster size soccer teams, and you had pictures and it was all collaged together. And I remember I would just have a whole bunch of those, or we'd go to the Pulga and my dad would nos compraba esos, and like I had them all over my walls. And ever since then, like that was actually the only channel we had to watch too, was like you can see in Univision and Galavisión, you could see the Mexican League. I didn't get to watch the Premier League till I was like older. I didn't get to watch any European soccer till I was older because, I mean, we didn't have those channels. So ever since then, it was just kind of like my dad le fue al Cruz Azul, and then I just kind of followed along. And like, I mean, I followed the team ever since.
But I guess your second team is Pachuca too, though, no?
Yeah.
Aren't they like brother and sister?
Yeah. So Pachuca's from Hidalgo. So the reason why I have the Cruz Azul tattoo inside of the Hidalgo outline is because Cruz Azul originated in Hidalgo, and then they moved to Mexico City, right? And Pachuca is from Hidalgo, so the team that corresponds to Hidalgo right now, that's in Liga MX, is Pachuca. But yeah, I mean, there's like in the Mexican League here, in the outdoor league here, there's always Tuzos, or there was always like Tuzos or Tulancingo, which are city names of back home. And so like I always played with them, or like we'd play together, or like we made different teams, and there was a couple teams from back home in Hidalgo. But yeah, Pachuca is always a team like like I still to this day like will watch them. And I mean, there's big players that have come out of there as well. Probably more than Cruz Azul that were homegrown in Pachuca.
Damn.
Do you know Pachuca, dude? The team?
Yeah.
I
thought it was no. It was just Cruz Azul that I thought was in Tercera for some reason, dude. But I know Pachuca.
Damn, dude. They're jabs.
Do you think that if Cruz Azul would have changed their name, that you guys, or Pachuca, or which one was the one? I'm sorry, which one was the one that moved? It was
Cruz Azul
moved. Hidalgo originally.
They were in Hidalgo and they moved to Mexico City.
So if they would have changed their name, do you think that you guys would still be Cruz Azul fans?
Right now?
Well, yeah, because like right now you like Cruz Azul because it originated from Hidalgo. But if they would have went to Mexico City and they would have changed their name, would you still be a Cruz Azul fan? You think?
No, I don't think so. I think that goes into like the topic of like, I mean, I'm not a fan, but like the well, yeah, you guys did it, Mazatlán, no? but like in basketball, wasn't like the Sonics, weren't they the franchise that sold and then they went to Oklahoma? I don't watch basketball, but like you feel like the team correlates and is connected with the environment it's in, and I feel like if you go out and like you sell yourself, or like you do some like another little team would have started. And I think it's like even Manchester United, I think they have a little. Yeah, I just read it recently. Like Manchester United is a huge team, but like there's a local team in town that are saying like, well, we're not going to support Manchester United because of Glazers, and like, but this is our team now. So my answer is probably not. I don't know. I don't know.
So in other words, Cruz Azul is like the Raiders in America, because the Raiders
came from
to
where?
Vegas.
From Oklahoma to Vegas. Oh yeah.
They're in Vegas now, huh?
Yeah, they're in Vegas now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but this is long ago.
Oh, this wasn't that long ago.
The Raiders?
Yeah, that wasn't that long ago.
No, but I'm saying the
Cruz Azul. Oh yeah. That was
at one point, Raiders is gonna be long ago for someone else.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But nah, dude, I don't know. At least for me, dude, I don't consider myself a Mazatlan fan, dude, at all.
That's what I was asking.
Like I just don't think that's no es equipo de Morelia. So like
No, I hear you. I feel like if they completely changed like what happened with Morelia, I would not be like, yeah, I'm a Mazatlan fan. No.
Yeah, and then so
do they have fans?
No, dude. They say that's like.
I was gonna buy him a jersey. I'm gonna buy him a jersey.
I don't even think you could find that jersey.
The Mazatlan?
No.
You don't think so?
No. Anybody watching, if you guys have a Mazatlan jersey, dude, donate it, cause.
You want one?
Hey, you know what? I have never met somebody que la vaya al Tecos.
No,
I don't think so either.
UADG? No one.
I guess I don't know, dude. No.
Like you have teams, smaller teams like El Celaya or You know, there were just teams that you're like, oh yeah, those were good teams, but like Tecos, I've never met anybody. And like, there's been some big players that played there. I think Cuauhtemoc played there. Jared Borghetti played there. I think
Ludueña
yeah.
played there. This other guy, I forget his name, un delantero. But Tecos is like it's a legendary team, but it's never been like
It's
like, ¿sí me entiendes? Es como el Toros Nesa. Like,
yeah.
like everybody knows them, but they're not like, you know.
It's one of those teams where like, I'm trying to think of a team right now, but like I think it was like if like all the European players right now, they all came from one small club, and like now they're huge players individually or in their teams, and that was like Toros Nesa, where they had like good players that became legends or became big names, came out of there, but they never were successful. Or like as a whole, they were never successful there. So.
Do you ever remember Toros Nesa? I don't think so, huh?
My dad's from Nessa.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. But so I never saw them play.
I'm sure your dad was a big fan of Toros Nesa. I'm sure he was like maybe a different team, but I think deep down he liked Nesa, dude.
I'm sure, dude.
Dude, they were like that team in 97, 98.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I ever watched them play. I know players that played there, like I think Antonio Mohamed, El Piojo, they played there, but I can't say that I've watched that team play.
Those are the only two.
Those guys must be tough guys, dude. It's a tough neighborhood, they say.
Out there in Nessa?
Yeah.
Is your dad from Nesa?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. But damn, dude. But going back to the MLS talk, and that was one of my questions. Do you think MLS is better than La Liga MX now?
Right now, I think that the MLS is doing a better job of preparing the U.S. soccer, like this U.S. soccer team. They're doing a better job of preparing them for the future, because you think about like all the players that are in Europe right now that play for the national team. They sold them to European clubs for very little money. And then we have people like, who did they sell super? Like Alexis Vega. I think we bought him for, or not, we didn't buy him, but like he's valued at 10 million, 15 million. And it's like, and then there's a player that is like him or the same qualities. Let's just say plays for Columbus Crew, and they're willing to sell him for $2 million for him to go to Europe and get that experience. I think the MLS is doing a better job at that. But I don't know if that counts as like homegrown players. I don't know if you would say like, oh, well, yeah, we have 10 players that are on the national team that grew up here and are now on the national team and went through our system. I don't know if that's a...
But if they go to Europe, they're not going to want to come back.
No, right. But when the national team calls them up for Copa Oro or a World Cup, they have better experience under their belt. And the ones we keep calling up, bro, we keep calling up the oldest. Like we have no.
Memo's still there.
No, bro, like that one icks me so bad. Like Memo should not be there.
Dude, I think you were barely born when Memo started playing a selección.
Like that was in fifth grade, fourth or fifth grade. That
all you know is Memo.
2004, 2005.
Like Memo should not be at the World Cup, or like be at a national team. Like there's players like Andres. Look, think about it. The MLS as the U.S. soccer, they're contributing and sending their players off, and you're getting younger players back. Mexico's not doing that. As a result, the U.S. has whooped us these last couple of years, right? And I think as of right now, the MLS has a better structure from the point of view that they're thinking about the U.S. soccer like the U.S. soccer as a whole, right? Now these calls might be coming up from U.S. soccer up top. But again, it goes back to that topic of like in Mexico, are things corrupt? Why aren't we doing that? Like why do we keep putting names out there that shouldn't be in La Selección anymore? You know,
I think Mexico's been really comfortable over years.
Yep.
So they've never really had a push. But now that they see the MLS pushing, and it's something I've always said, and you said it now, the U.S. or MLS as a whole, they're working for the future.
Yeah.
They're preparing themselves for the future. Todo the marketing, todo se está yendo a un eventually it's going to take over, right? The way they
Yeah.
do their sports. Mexico is it's the same thing, and this goes back to everybody, humans, right? They want the short term,
Yeah.
¿cómo se dice, gratification or
Yeah, yeah.
whatever. El dinero fácil y rápido, and that's it. But they're not thinking about that long term. Like, if we sacrifice this, and eventually if we move the strings here, we will be there. And it's showing with the U.S. national team. No les podemos ganar. México no le puede ganar a Estados Unidos. But it comes down from up here and it keeps going down, right? It's because se están preparando. Y como él dice, they're not looking for the big money. I mean, it's about money, but they're not looking for that big 10, 15 million dollar player que lo manden. If a club's like, hey, te doy $1,000,000 or 800,000, fuck it, llévatelo.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think that's a good point. Like you said, the La Liga MX or in Mexico, they've been comfortable for so long, and there was no competition, and now it's like, oh, like now it's a reality check, and it's like seeing like what's happening. And in Mexico, what we've seen throughout the last couple of years is you see one or two good players from one team, and they can either go to Europe and make half of the salary they're currently making in Mexico, or they can go sign with Tigres or Monterrey and get double the salary they have, and then you find comfort. And it's like, I would think that if you're that ambitious about soccer and your dream is to go play in Europe, then take the pay cut. You're still gonna live a comfortable life. They're still probably gonna make triple what we make right now, you know. But
Yeah.
is the money the thing that's making them stay in La Liga?
I'm sure, dude. You're making really good money compared to other people in Mexico. You're living in your country where you speak your language, you
Yeah.
eat your food.
It's being comfortable
That's
because
very comfortable.
at the end of the day, this goes to any career or any job. If I were to tell you, dude, muévete a Alemania, y te van a pagar más for whatever career you have, you're going to go, and if you don't like it because you're not comfortable, your family's not there, you don't know the language, you're struggling, you're going to be, fuck it, mejor me voy a donde estoy. Me van a pagar casi igual, or it is what it is. It's the same thing, but it's different levels and different careers.
Yeah.
It's the same mentality, essentially, you know?
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah.
But it's that's what I mean. Exactly right. It's comfort. No se hallan allá. It's hard to adapt.
I think it was just like El Piojo Alvarado just recently came out in an interview again for one of those podcasts from the older guys that are making podcasts now, and he talked about a situation where I think he was flown to Manchester. Yeah, I think it was Manchester because I think he had something with Manchester City. But anyways, he said he was stuck in the hotel room for the evening, and like he was young and like he didn't know what to do, and it's like, that's uncomfortable, you know.
Yeah.
You think about sending your kid, your 12-year-old kid or your 13-year-old kid to another country, and then do you follow him, or do you just send him and trust the club that they will develop him? That's harsh.
It's hard, dude, and it's a cutthroat business. So I think a lot of people don't understand que it's you either make it full or no way.
Yeah, and you take
Te
the opportunity.
chingan.
Yeah, you either take the opportunity now that's gonna go, and that might mean like, hey, during spring break, that's when we want your kid out here, you know, in Europe and in Mexico or wherever. And it's like, and if you don't, okay, cool, we're gonna move on to the next kid because there's thousands or millions of kids out there who want to make it.
Have you heard lo que le hacen a los africanos? They promise them dreams and stuff, and they're scouts or like just like I don't know exact. They're not from clubs exactly, but they're like I don't know if the right word subcontractor or whatever it is.
I hear.
Pero van como Africa y they kind of like look at the players and they see potential and they promise them this y se los llevan y al último no es nada, dude. They just les roban el dinero or whatever the scenario is, or they give them a tryout at this club case. It's unknown and it's like it's shady business too, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm sure there's some
Just
sort
like
of
anything, there's always someone trying to take advantage of that, dude.
for
So it's
sure.
like, what do? You know? And if you're a guy that's scared and never been overseas or anything, dude, te van a comer, güey.
Yeah, that is. I mean, it's true. Like,
And so either your mentality is I work hard and that's it, and I keep working and this and this and this. Yeah. Pero that's tough, dude.
I think that in the world of soccer, networking is a huge part.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you gotta know some people. You gotta know some people because you look at some players sometimes, like in person, or like I've been fortunate enough to like see games or like go to practices with some teams, or like be able to just watch and see their practices, and you're like, dang, like that guy plays for an academy, that guy has played for an academy, you're like lo que está haciendo is not out of the ordinary. You know, it just he's perfected it almost. He can give a good pass that takes you maybe 2 or 3 times to do, and I feel like that's where the networking comes in, where somebody can vouch for you and say like, hey, well, I have George, I have these 2 players, and like if I'm credible, then the club is gonna be like, okay, well, yeah, we trust you. You've given us good players before, but if you don't know somebody who can give you that push to get in, then it's really hard.
Tough.
It is tough. That was going to be one of my questions, but I mean, you already brought it out. So, and I agree with you. I think it's more you as a coach, and I think I could agree with this too, and I'm sure you will too. It's you said it's who you know, because you could be a talented player or a player that's really good. You don't stand out, but you're like really good. But if you don't have connections and you're shy, y no hablas, y eres callado, reservado, you're probably not gonna make it.
Yeah.
¿Me entiendes?
Yeah.
Well, because I think it takes just more than talent nowadays.
Yeah.
For someone to like want you. If we're talking about like here in the States, like I'm sure that they want you to have like presence for like media.
Yeah.
You need to have like popping social medias, because I mean if you do, you're more likely to help sell tickets out and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Because the sport has evolved.
Jerseys.
The sport has evolved,
Yeah.
and like there's much more than just playing on the field, which is unfortunate or fortunate, whatever way you want to look at it. But like the sport has evolved, and again, in Mexico, we keep putting players that are going to sell tickets. That we keep putting players on the field that are going to sell jerseys, and it's like, dude, that's not the point of the sport anymore.
Yeah.
Like, get rid of them. Oh, well, but we're not going to sell enough jerseys. We're not going to sell enough tickets. Like, that's we're here to watch the sport. We're not here to sell. Yeah,
Es que
that's the
aquí-
frustrating part.
Allí ya they're behind. Y ahorita ya it's like always short term. Pass. Ahorita they're not really trying to develop anything. They're trying to catch up. And at some points, I think it's just everybody. They're used to everything. It's so old school, and then ya no va a cambiar eso. Al menos que.
Have you watched the movie on Netflix? It's like the Formula One movie that
I
just
have,
came out now.
I
Oh,
have.
that was good.
Yeah,
that
that's
was-
a really good
That was
movie.
good.
So in that one, how the guy won, but the director of Nissan was trying to give the other guy
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
trying to
shot
get him
because
in.
he's
Yeah.
like, dude, this guy is really
Yeah.
good with the media.
Yeah,
this
there you
and
go.
that.
That's a good
It's like
point.
I think that's what soccer
Yeah.
would be
I-
like too. Every sport. I
I
mean,
think every sport.
Every
man.
sport,
Every
Yeah,
every
sport.
sport.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I think it's like going to Messi, wins Balón de Oro, but doesn't have a lot of goals.
Yeah.
It's like this year, right? They're basically what they say is, you do votes to win the Balón de Oro, which is the most
captains,
prestige.
right? The captains vote from each
don't
team.
know who
I don't
votes.
know the exact structure.
But
Sure.
it's not how many, they say it's how many goals and how many trophies or whatever. And dicen que fue un robo este año because Haaland should have won, but Messi won it. And they just do a lot of comparisons, right? They do comparisons, which it's you. ¿Qué va a vender más? ¿Que gane Messi? ¿Que gane Haaland? Que gane Messi va a vender más. A Estados Unidos le conviene más. So it's not just the votes, it's the media. You have to win over the media because the media le conviene que gane el que está acá, mainstream stuff. That way they sell more, which is
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's
it's a business. It's a
that's
business.
that's
Big business.
It's a
You know,
big-
we'll go to Messi later on, but
yeah, it's a business.
we got Messi fans in the house.
Are you a
But-
Messi fan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
I feel like it. Yeah, we'll talk about it. But
Yeah, we'll talk about it, but yeah, dude. I mean, I think this is a good time to kind of bring more of the sponsor. We're giving away we're doing a giveaway, so we're giving away any of these 3 shirts. And this episode is brought to you by our sponsor, which is CA Private Training, which is Camilo. He's giving us the Barcelona, and then we have these 2 right here, which is Real Madrid, and then Arsenal women's jersey. So the way we're gonna do this, we'll probably do a little bit later, but just kind of let you guys know that this is what we have now. So,
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, people are gonna fight over the Barcelona one. I think
Shit.
the other ones are just, but yeah, these are really nice gifts.
Damn, you're a Barca fan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm a Barca fan too. I like it. He doesn't like it, dude. He's just a hater.
I don't like it.
You don't
See?
like Barca or you don't like the
He
jersey?
doesn't like the jersey.
I don't like the jersey.
I mean, I like it. It's nice.
It's like retro, no?
Yeah,
Como like
yeah.
a retro feel.
My kiddos, we went to Barcelona this year or last year now. Last year in February, we went to France and Spain, and we were at the stadium. We were in the stadium, and then there was the store outside, and we were trying to get them the Barca jerseys with their names and everything, and they ran out of the Blaugrana one, so we got them that was our second option. Yeah, so they both have the.
Is this year's or last year's? I don't know.
I don't know. I think it might.
It has
be last year.
Spotify, so
Yeah, so it's last year's. Then.
last year's.
Yeah,
huh?
well, it's been within the last
two?
2-3 years because that's when Spotify
Something, huh?
came
Yeah.
in because they were in huge debt. That's why like Camp Nou is called Spotify Camp Nou now.
Really?
Yeah, that's why they do the collabs with the
Damn.
jerseys now. I don't know if you guys noticed how they have one with like Rosalia. They did one with Drake.
Oh,
They did one with.
See, I thought that was fake, the Drake one. I thought it was just like
Oh, no.
whatever.
No,
No,
they
you
did.
took
It's
pictures.
They actually
yeah,
did it.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
collaboration through
Damn.
Spotify because of what I'm assuming their partnership, the deal, something where So they have they've had the Rosalia, they've had Drake, Did they do the Beatles? I don't know. if
They
it
were
was
gonna
the
do
Beatles.
Peso Pluma, no?
Yeah, I think they want to do Peso Pluma. They did
Rosalia is crazy, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I,
I,
would've
don't even,
never
I haven't
imagined
even
that.
seen that
yeah,
one.
me either.
I
It's
haven't seen it.
yeah. You when we were there, the Rosalia one was on, and it was like I don't know if it was like flowers or
I
what.
think it's flowers.
Yeah, was it something like that? But yeah, they did that. They did one for Drake. They did the owl, no oval.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what other ones they've done, but I think they've done a couple.
Is it this one right here?
Yeah, that one. What is that?
shit.
Butterflies?
I don't know what
I
that
think
is.
those are butterflies way.
Fuck,
Those look
yeah.
like the Monarca way.
Dude,
That's your shirt. Right
Barca
there.
did this shit?
Yeah, and they did it, and I think they've released them during Clásicos.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's just when Clásicos are big games, if I remember correctly.
I'm not sure.
I'm disappointed, dude. Barca fucked up like 10 years ago. Like,
Well,
when they
yeah, it was the
started
last
doing-
president. It was the last president who
Yeah.
screwed him over in debt, and like they offered crazy like contracts, like Coutinho. His contract
Coutinho,
was crazy.
Dembele, like when I saw all those movements, I called it, dude. I'm like, Coutinho fucking suck. No, he doesn't suck.
He
but
doesn't
it's-
suck, but
it's
he's
just
not
certain players no van a jugar bien in a certain team
in the system.
in the
Yeah.
system, and it just fell apart. You could just see it crumbling, dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I'm disappointed, man. To be honest.
So were they? How did they lose the money? Like, yes, they played that much for the players, but obviously business is business. So how did they expect to get that return on investment?
I think whoever was the president que estaba ahí, I don't think he was doing good decisions, and they keep getting in the hole.
Yeah, because their contracts, like from what I understand or from what I've read and understood, was like their contracts, their salaries were crazy, and it's like if you're getting paid, I don't know, 10 million a week or 10 million a month, like you better be making that much money a month or on a weekly basis, whether it's jerseys, fan, whatever it might be, and it's like, well, all these Coutinho, Dembele, they're making crazy contracts, and are you getting that in return?
That's what I was asking. So you think that it comes to like jerseys, really, that they think that they're gonna get their money back on?
I mean, I think a combination of like sponsorships, jerseys, filling up the
Pero ese
stadium.
dinero, diga, se engolosinaron. I don't know if that's the right word, pero when they sold Neymar, those guys went ham and started trying to like spend
Yeah,
money
that
on
year, yeah.
here and there and that.
Damn fool, using big vocabulary.
And,
Golosinaron. How you
That's
say
not
it?
big,
How
fool.
you say it?
This is de barrio, no?
I can't
Yeah,
even
I
say
think
it.
that's
Eso es
how
de
you say
barrio, dude.
I say it again.
Golosinaron?
What?
Yeah,
Golo qué?
Golosinaron?
Golosinaron.
Damn.
Se
I'm
engolosinaron.
I'ma write
Se
that down.
engolosinaron.
That's like
Damn. ¿Cómo ven? ¿No tiene barrio este vato?
No, I guess not.
nah. Shout out to Nessa. No, I guess he didn't grow up in
I
Nessa.
didn't grow up. Dude, I grew up in
Damn.
Salem.
Damn.
Hey,
What's your
there's
dad's name, dude?
Huh?
What's your dad's name?
Oh, Martin.
Damn,
Shout out to Martin.
Shout out to Martin. ¿No le
Yeah,
enseñó
no.
a su hijo?
No.
¿No le enseñó barrio? Damn,
No,
dude.
we no cap. That's my word. No
Yeah,
Bro,
cap.
you
nah.
should hear the word that they speak now in school.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did one. He didn't know any of them.
Because como estoy en la Magnaria ahí, in the
Oh, for
soccer
sure.
season,
Yeah.
it's like, dude, they talk about all these things, and it's like, what the fuck is saying?
Yeah,
dude?
yeah, yeah.
There was one dude, I recorded a goal, and agarré el gol, because I was in the sideline. And dude, I got it on video. He's like, oh, yeah, that shit's cool, coach. Yeah. And he's like, give me a dub or no sé qué.
Oh, a dab?
A dub or dab, coach.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a dab? Like dab it up?
Oh, también, yo creo.
He
oh,
said
yeah,
dub.
they used to say
or
dab.
dab.
maybe-
no?
maybe
Dab,
dub, I
dab
don't know.
también. Yeah,
Maybe
It's
I
like,
haven't seen
it's
it
como like a
So you thought it was something else?
no, I thought
Oh.
he wanted to see the video.
Oh.
He's like, give me a dub, coach. And I was like, oh, hold on, let me see. And he's like, no, give me. And I was like, Okay, here, but no. I was like, what? He's like, give me a
Like
high
he's doing
five,
the hand-
and I was like, damn, dude, I felt like, whoa,
Dude, you had to say high five to you.
yes, yeah,
Hey, you know what's crazy though?
yes,
You know what's crazy? Kids nowadays, and my kiddos have said it too. They're like, "You were born in the 1900s."
damn, that's
I
cool.
mean, I was born in the 90s, but
Yeah.
it's not wrong. We are from the 1900s, and I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, like
Damn.
Dude, you just made it, a 2000
I
kid.
barely,
Oh,
I
you're-
barely made it.
you're
a
not
2000
you're a
kid.
I'm a
2000.
90s.
Wait,
Well,
two-
it's like this. This
He's
is a
a
good
2000
question. So it's
kid.
like your sister's my age, right? So
My
what do you
sister's
consider
95
her?
though.
I'm 96. So
Oh,
what
yeah,
do you,
you're
so
still
what do you
90s kid.
consider her? A 90s kid, right?
Yeah,
There we go. See?
Because he's born like in 96. When were you born?
92.
92. See, you're old,
Nah,
dude.
dude,
You're
I
like
think
the
the-
80s.
You're like the 80s.
He
man.
is the
89.
80s.
I think the
Damn,
true
yeah.
90s baby is when you grow up in the 90s.
Hey, did you watch that Kevin Hart thing? When he asked the dude how old he was, and he goes, "Oh, 55." He goes, "Damn!" And then the guy goes all serious. He goes, "Excuse me?" He goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it
Yeah.
like that. I didn't mean
Yeah.
it like that." But yeah, contigo también. Damn, 89.
Damn, dude. Shit. Damn.
God damn.
No tengo los cines, güey. Damn. But nah, dude, I do feel like Barca fucked up
Yeah.
going back to
So-
them.
So, with that being said, right now a lot of teams are giving out crazy contracts with these newer players that are coming out, $1 billion contracts and stuff. So, do you think that they're gonna have a money problem in the future with those teams? Like for it wasn't Mbappe.
I
It was
think Saudi is the one throwing money.
No, it was
Real Madrid's about to throw money with Mbappe.
Mbappe.
Yeah.
that was $1 billion offer almost, no? Or it was $1 billion
Oh,
contract
they-
for 10
they-
years.
PSG.
No, they offered one of the Saudi teams offered that a
Mbappe.
huge amount
Almost $1 billion.
to I think it was because like I even saw pictures online where they were comparing him to like, again, I don't watch basketball, but like they're comparing him to like LeBron and like all these other all these other athletes, and like that is crazy money.
I don't think it was Saudi though. I think Saudi.
It was PSG.
It was PSG. It was PSG. It wasn't.
They
Saudi.
offered him like to resign.
Yeah, and he
Dude, I gotta go back.
look it up. You
yeah.
got the tablet right there.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I think the thing is to like make up for that money, to make up for these contracts, they have to realize, or we have to realize that like the sport is growing and is becoming more and more popular elsewhere, and that's why they go on tour. That's why that's why like Miami's in China right now.
Oh yeah, the soccer.
Yeah, and they were supposed to play. I know they're supposed to play Al Hilal, where Neymar's team. They're playing the other one where Karim Benzema is on.
But that's probably just because of connections.
Right, but
Right?
think about how much
'Cause
money they're making.
Oh, a ton.
Do you know-
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, think about how much money they're making. So,
But
these
like the
tours-
Timbers can't do that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean,
We need to sign-
LAFC probably wouldn't do that.
No,
I mean,
no,
it
for
has to
sure. But
be-
like, yeah, you got to think about like these are big clubs, and they're gonna attract a whole bunch of people. And so these tours that they go on, they make tons of money. When
Messi's tours.
I mean, they're no, but I mean they've been happening. Like even when David Beckham joined Real Madrid back in the day, they had a China tour, and like all the girls were crazy over David Beckham. That was a good but that's how they make some of the money against sponsorships.
On the
Um,
girls.
They're buying the jerseys.
Yeah.
They're taking pictures. They're buying the posters. And if it's all signed through the club, Adidas, Nike, or whoever they're going through, then they're they're getting that money one way or another. But
That's a lot of money though. $1 billion.
So it was Saudi. One of the Saudi
was
teams
Saudi? Yeah.
offered
I thought it was
PSG $1 billion.
Oh, I see.
Which is-
1.1.
That's a lot. But I think that's different though because Saudi has unlimited money.
They do.
And the reason why they're making that huge investment is because they're trying to
Is it-
attract talent. To
is it
attract,
is it an investment though? You think?
I think so.
You think so?
It's the same thing.
They're trying to, but I don't think it's gonna work out.
Like you think
It will.
Yeah,
think-
maybe.
Because
I think everyone's gonna leave, dude.
Well, like there's like what's his name from Liverpool that was in Saudi for 6 months, and he just left. Ajax just signed him.
What's his name?
Is it Henderson?
I don't know.
I think it's Henderson.
I think Neymar. I don't even think he's signed no more.
Well, no, so they dropped his, what was it, like his international slot so that they could fill in somebody else for the end of the season. And so he's not, I guess, eligible to play if he were to come back. But he wasn't going to play anyways because his, what is it, his Achilles or his, like, whatever happened to him?
I don't think they can lose, dude. They have unlimited money. They're doing that with the PG. They're competing with PGA and golf too.
In
and they're
Formula
just-
One.
In Formula One, they're just building a sports powerhouse. Like
That's
and
what they're doing, but I don't think it's gonna happen in soccer way.
Yeah.
I think it will eventually because they're doing it in every industry, even in business. So they're attracting people to move to that country. So eventually, with so many people moving to that country, they're gonna be fans of whatever
Pero
there
la gente
is.
no le gusta vivir
No,
allí.
mames, yeah, it's freaking hot there.
La gente no le gusta por las reglas, todo lo, like all the like usually the families or the wives or the kids don't like it, and that's why the players leave.
Yeah, that was one of the.
But they're bending rules now, dude.
They are,
Cristiano's not married. That's a huge thing.
yeah, but
He's the only guy that's allowed to
yo
live with
pienso
the
que él ya
woman
se va a
not
salir de
married.
ahí, ¿me entiendes? I feel like players are gonna leave. Benzema wants out.
Yeah,
He doesn't
that's
like the
crazy.
style.
They've
Says
only
that?
been there 6
Yeah.
months. They've
He
only
said,
been,
what does he
Muchos-
say? Like publicly, what
They
does
don't
he
like the style. They don't like the living
yeah.
conditions.
That's what they say.
They rather lose money at this point. Not losing money, but they'd rather get a pay cut to a different club because no one's going to pay them what they're paying, and actually enjoy soccer and live where they want to live.
that's the passion that we lack here in La Liga MX, in our culture. That passion, they're willing to say like, hey, I'm willing to take a pay cut, but I want to go and compete in Europe. I want to go and compete with these teams. And then there's us.
Yo no creo que funcione. They're trying hard. I think at the end of the day, it won't.
I think it's Henderson.
But I don't know, dude. Yeah, look him up. I don't know who it is. But they took a lot of players. They took like 20 or 30 good players away.
Yeah,
Good players.
that's a lot of money.
And not mega stars like Cristiano, but like good like players that you're like, damn, you guys still have like five more years to be top tier, you know? I don't know, dude. I don't know how that shit's gonna turn out.
Which is crazy because and nobody judged these players like when they did it right now. Nobody judged them, but everybody chewed out Oscar from Brazil when he was with Chelsea and he left to China.
Everybody, yeah.
Chewed him out because he's like, dude, nobody was like, everybody was like, oh, well, this guy's leaving for the money. And then he came out and said like, yes, I'm doing this for the money. He's like, where I come from, like, we don't have anything. He's like, I'm treating this as like a job. And it's like, well, yeah, 100%. He came out, he owned it, 100%. Y mis respetos, I
You
respect
gotta
him
respect that.
because one of our own did the same thing. You know, Carlos Vela.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like he came out and he treats it as a job. He watches NBA. He prefers the NBA.
He doesn't like soccer.
Yeah, he doesn't. He says it like he doesn't like soccer, and like he treats it as a job, and he does a great job of being a professional.
And that's the thing, like, eso ya viene ser egoísta de nosotros. We demand, like, for our pleasure of watching them play soccer, like, oh, you're so stupid. No, but at the end of the day, look, si es su trabajo y es lo que dice, pues chingue su madre, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
As a footballer and as passion, you want them to stay and do that. But at the end of the day, dude, it's just for our entertainment.
Yeah.
And I think that's where people start chewing people out. No, you're dumb, que no sé qué. And it's like,
We feel
honestly,
we
dude,
feel entitled,
yeah.
especially in our community, like as Hispanics. I don't know what's the population in Mexico. Do we know it? Whatever the population is, whatever the population in Mexico is, count up all the guys, all the males, and that's how many coaches Mexico has.
Yeah.
'Cause we all think we're coaches. We all think
Yeah.
we're coaches, right? And it's like we all feel entitled to like, oh, Carlos Vela, like, no mames, like, why aren't you playing? Like, it's like, dude, come on, like, well, we obviously want our teams to win, but like, that's his life. I respect him much more for saying like, you know what, I'm not gonna play for the national team anymore. One, I didn't have a good experience. Two, they didn't call me up when I should have been called up. Three, this is my profession. I have more respect for him than for somebody like Ochoa who's still showing up to the World Cup. And he's like, I'm going to try to make it to, what is it, his 6th World Cup? And I'm like, bro, come on, dude.
You
Like,
gotta respect that too, bro. You gotta come on, dude. You gotta respect that.
There we
too,
got
bro.
Ochoa lover right
Yeah,
here.
dude.
Damn,
no
dude.
way, dude. Like, he like, the big thing that the Americanistas will say is like, well, we don't have any other like goalies. And it's like, yeah, because we don't give them the opportunities.
Yeah.
We go and buy goalies elsewhere, and then and I say it from my own experience of being a Cruz Azul fan. We have Corona, who's better than Ochoa for the longest time, and then afterwards, right now, Jurado was up. They gave him the chance. He screwed up a couple games, maybe more than a couple games, and instead of leaving him or letting Gudiño get an opportunity as a Mexican player, we went and bought an international goalkeeper. So, you know, we're not helping.
Dude, what's up with this chisme that they say that Chivas took in a guy that wasn't Mexican for first time?
Yeah.
Cow?
Yeah.
doesn't
Cade Cow.
Cade Cow.
Dude, aren't you hot in that shit?
Fool, leave me alone, dude.
Damn, dude.
I like it warm. But they said that he's Hispanic, no?
One of his grandparents.
His grandparents are Mexican.
So he has technically like Mexican nationality.
His
No,
Hi-
keep going. Sorry. I'm
his
gonna grab some
mom
water.
his mom and dad are born here in the U.S.
Yeah, so it'd be kind of like
He has no roots here in ¿cómo
or
se llama?
Mexico, no?
In Mexico. He has no roots in Mexico. Damn, dude, you should probably slide me a beer. Damn, dude, I thought you were gonna bring a jersey or something. Está igual que Abby, no le queda, dice.
Dude, I was the same way. He told me to wear a jersey, and I'm like, I'm gonna wear my Timbers jersey.
Yeah.
But my Timbers jersey was from when they won the championship back in 2015.
God.
So I'm like,
No, I mean I have like the Feyenoord one. I have the Mexico, the goalie one, the colorful one. But I'm like, nah, I'm gonna get roasted online. So
Yeah, dude, that's all good. No, I wanted him to bring a jersey, dude, because it's sports. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, for
obviously,
sure.
you told me que
Yeah.
no. But what were we talking about right now?
Cade Cowell,
Cade Cowell.
Cade Cowell with
Shit.
the Chivas.
something like that.
Yeah. Oh come on, dude.
Damn.
Like, but here's the thing though, like.
That's why he was getting mad, dude.
No, but like, okay, so that's one of those dead giveaways. Like, that's one of those dead giveaways. You know, when we talk about sports, like, we have those people que le van. Yeah, we have those people que le van a la América, and it's like,
Oh,
like,
here we go.
you know, like,
here we go.
like-
Get ready.
A ver, quiero
Let me
escuchar
get
eso.
ready.
Quiero
Like-
escuchar eso.
like, bro, like, there's been so many obvious like finals that were not won fairly, and like, how do you proudly say like, yeah, we're champs?
Yeah.
Dude.
And the same goes. I'm gonna show a prime current event that has happened. Real Madrid the other day, when they gave them so much extra time,
Against
then they-
Almeria?
was it
Almeida or something
Almeida?
like that?
I don't remember who the team was, but Vinny scored a goal with
With
his
hand.
with his like
right here.
and it's like, how do you proudly say, yeah, like ganamos,
Dude,
you know?
Don't hate the game, dude. Hate the player, dude.
So,
As he says,
This is, this is one of my
This-
questions. Oh, go ahead.
So yes, right. But this goes
Yes,
back to
what?
everything, right? No, I'm agreeing with you. But my answer to that is like, damn, ya te está hablando la vieja otra vez, güey.
That's not me, it's him.
Oh, okay.
Damn,
No,
not mine.
Guess get the
It
pass.
I know.
I was gonna say-
Coach KP.
Oh, okay. I
Shout
was
out
like,
Coach KP.
I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, yes, you're probably right. But this goes back to what we were saying when teams just sell tickets. They have a big fan base, they sell tickets. It obviously makes more sense for them to win, right?
Yeah.
Now, now I'm like you. My dad's been an America fan since forever. So it's like I grew up watching America play. One of the first like few games that I remember was watching Ochoa. So like Ochoa is special to me. He won his first championship in 2005 when I was in fourth grade, I think, fifth grade.
This was the same year that Andrés Guardado le clavó los dos golazos, no?
Ochoa?
Ochoa.
Well, dude, he was a baby. Dude, how old
No,
was he? He was
but
like 18.
isn't Guardado younger?
I think they're about the same age, maybe a year or two, no?
Dude, honestly, I think they were probably both 17 or 18.
Damn, Whitehand's not here, though.
He wouldn't know how to look that up. Yeah, 17 or 18.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, you can't hate the game, dude.
He's born in 86, Guardado.
What about Ochoa?
I think Ochoa's 89, bro.
Nah,
no.
no way. That means he's only like this guy's age.
I know.
Oh,
No.
no, he's 38.
That-
I think.
Ochoa-
Oh, he's
Ochoa's
38. He's from
38.
85.
Yeah, he's 80, yeah.
And the other one was 86? That's
Yeah.
86?
So he's
So
a
the
year
3-year
old.
difference,
1 year.
86 and 89,
86,
No, he's from 80.
85.
He's from 85, Memo.
85 and
and
86.
and Guardado.
Did I say 86? 86.
80.
So 1 year difference.
Yeah. So Ochoa was 18, he was 19.
I mean, it's a 1 year difference.
That's a big difference.
1 year.
That's a huge difference, bro. They were going to because what do they have? Did they had sub 16, sub 20?
Sub 17,
sub-
sub 20.
So I mean, 1 year is a huge difference.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean,
That's a huge
think about it from my point, from where I stand right now. Yeah, I mean, 1 year is a huge difference.
Is it?
Yeah.
In
bro,
soccer?
Developing, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Developing.
I think at a young age, sí, but what did you say? ¿Sub qué?
No.
Sub-16,
Oh,
sub-17.
okay, yeah.
And
Yeah.
what did you say? 18 también o ya 20?
No, I think they have a category for each year, but I think
is
like
it?
the big selecciones ones are like sub-17, sub-20 or sub-21, and then like la mayor.
Sub-20, I think, is the biggest one, no?
No, the la mayor is after sub-23.
Sub-23.
After that is like everybody, but that doesn't mean that anybody younger than that can still play with the main national team.
Now that we're talking about championships in history, what do you? I think you might agree with this because you kind of said it with America, but my thought has always been I don't believe in America or even Chivas at one point or Madrid having all these championships, because, for example, Madrid creo que ganaron 6 Champions League cuando se llamaba diferente in a row, no?
Back in the day, like
Back in the day.
yeah. I think
And
they had it like
there was only like 6 teams. So like, how is that even fair though? Like, why would you consider them a great team? 6 championships is huge, dude. Teams don't even have more than 6.
Champions League, no? Yeah, the
yeah.
Champions League.
So it goes,
But it goes down. Yeah, I hear you.
it goes back to America and Chivas. They were the first early ons that probably had money or like had something and they were able to maneuver whatever. Like, do you really call that championships or not? Because in the last 20 years, how many championships has America or Chivas had?
Well, ever since the VAR was introduced, they've struggled. America, because you can't get away with seeing, But no, I hear what you're saying. I think that topic of like now and then is very controversial across even like players, individual players. We talk about like we get to it, but like when we talk about Pelé or like now we're talking about teams right now, was a competition as big as it is now?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think there was that much of a competition.
I don't think so. I think everything just develops technology, everything, the knowledge of the game, the skill,
100%.
the style of play evolves, and then you got to adjust to that.
Yeah.
So I think it should be erased from history, all their championships. I mean, it's history, pero realistically speaking, ¿cuántos ha ganado América in 20 years? O Chivas?
Well, you don't even have a team, fool. You shouldn't even have a vote in this. Fool.
Damn, that's cold-blooded.
They're still
Damn,
around,
dude.
no? They just played
Yeah,
like
second division. They changed the logo though. They're not the same logo.
Really,
It's
what
like
do they have now?
it's an ugly ass logo.
Is
Dude.
it still Monarca?
No,
No.
Well, Atlético Morelia, but the logo's
butterfly.
whack, dude. It's Have you seen the new logo?
I haven't.
Damn, dude.
I'm
It's-
sorry. Keep going. You were saying that should they what'd you say? Should they get deleted? Start over? You said.
Atlético Morelia.
Well, I do think that what makes a club big is its history.
Yeah.
Now,
I think
obviously
so.
trophies are thrown in there and everything, but what a club has done in the past, whatever, 100 years, 50 years, however long they've been around, I think that's what makes it big. I'm a City fan because of Guardiola. I like Pep Guardiola. And like that's the hate they get from United fans. It's like, oh well, there's no history for City. And it's like there is. It's just not as long as yours. And City, they've been dominating lately, and that's the biggest thing that rivals can say is that you have no history, because they know it hurts.
They have no history. They really. I can't find it, dude.
And it's not even on the internet.
No, it's whack ass. It's whack, dude. I don't
That's
like it.
cold-blooded.
This is, dude. This in like 100 years, people are gonna be like, damn, this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's at.
Stop,
Oh,
bro.
okay.
Stop.
I don't know. That's what I see it. But I mean, going back to that, dude, I just don't think it's like.
I think he's hating. Now. I don't think that we should look at it as who has the most championships, because I don't think it's fair to compare someone that has almost 100 years worth of history versus someone that has 20, 30 years worth of history, right? But I think the way that you should look at it is if you're talking about America's rival is Chivas, right? And they've both been around for about the same time. So I mean, I think everybody has a rival like that, like Civil War kind of rival.
Yeah.
I think that's who you should be comparing it to. So who has more wins between Chivas and America? Let's go, baby! Shout out to Said, Papa. Shout
Said
out to-
Gonzalez?
Yeah, shout
El
out to Said
Chelis?
Gonzalez.
The Chelis.
Salinas.
503, Mr. 503,
503.
Salinas, come on.
Mr. 305.
305.
Pitbull.
Shout out to
Camarena.
Yeah, shout out to Camarena
He's a
too.
Chivas fan too.
Yeah, he's a Chivas fan. They both owe me like 324 packs because America has won like the last 3 times in
You
a
guys
row.
heard it.
You guys heard it, you know.
Oh, that's
So,
whack. So they
we'll
don't. Pay,
invite
they're
you.
not paying debts.
No, dude.
Oh.
Saeed, are you paying debts?
Hey, Saeed,
Chivas,
That's not,
you
that's
know?
not cool.
Three or four 24s?
Yeah, dude. I mean, at this point, bro, we'll reduce it and we'll just like cut it in half and just buy us 2 24 packs.
For real.
And we'll just call it done at that point. But I think that's how you should compare it to, right?
Yeah, no, I
think
hear
that-
you. Yeah.
You guys want to compare the last 20 years?
I think we should do 30.
The
'Cause
last
I think
20
most,
years.
I think most
20
teams
or
are going
96
around.
or from 96?
Let's go 96.
Because it starts from here. I mean, Santos, Chivas, Cruz Azul. That was 97, right?
Yeah, that's the last time we had won.
Toluca. Does that tell you the championships, no? Toluca.
Yeah, that's the last. That's the number they won. So like Cruz Azul won la número 8 with Tena.
And then Necaxa. Okay, let's do Cruz Azul. Cruz Azul 1, 2, right?
2.
2 championships. And the last what? Since 96. How old are you? 27? 28?
97, he said.
28.
28 years.
28 years too, dude. Morelia obviously won.
In
America
2002, 2001.
2000. America has won 2, 3,
I think
4, 4 champions. It's not bad. 4 champions. It's not bad. Pachuca has won. No tiene mucho Pachuca, ¿o sí?
2 right there.
Where?
This one 2.
Oh shit. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Damn.
Damn, dude. 5.
We're over here talking
6.
shit.
Pachuca has 6 in the last 28
Yeah,
years.
because Pachuca had like a good run for like 15 years. That's when they went to like Libertadores too. They won la Copa Sudamericana, which no other Mexican team has won.
Damn.
So
Maybe you should be a Pachuca fan, bro. No, ahora que no tienes equipo.
hey, what do you do in that situation though? Like if when you don't have a team to root for, do you just
You
Like
just
you
stop
just-
watching soccer, bro.
You stop watching. I don't watch Liga MX.
dang?
Hey, Toluca has 5. So ya tienen más que...
Nah, dude, he's an America fan now, bro.
Nah.
Yeah, he wears America jerseys now.
Nah, hell no.
We did a podcast with him and
He's
America
wearing one.
jersey. Yeah.
What, he lost a bet or what?
No, he didn't lose a bet. Dude, I just told him, I'm like, bro, you want to wear this? And he goes, yeah, I'll wear it.
Damn,
But you
for
know,
real?
he's not. I don't really
6.
consider him like a real like
A diehard fan?
yeah, I don't consider him a sports fanatic. I think he loves soccer, but he's not a sports
I
fanatic.
am a sports fanatic.
Because I mean, he wears Oregon Duck jerseys, and then he'll wear Oregon State jerseys too.
But I don't go for those teams. If someone gives me a jersey, I'll fucking wear it. But I don't go for Beavers or Ducks.
And then he like has like 30 different like jerseys from different teams. So he
But I
wears
like
just
jerseys,
he wears a
though.
bunch of.
Yeah.
See, I don't know.
So
dude.
watch.
To me, I would never wear unless it was Morelia, because my mom's side of the family is from Morelia. So and I have Morelia jerseys too. But unless it was Morelia, I wouldn't wear any other soccer jersey.
But this is the
What
thing.
about European clubs?
I wouldn't.
Well, see, that's
I'm
the
not
thing.
a fan. To be honest, I'm not a fan. But I wouldn't
So-
wear a
So
jersey.
I'm a Cruz Azul fan. I wouldn't wear like an Americas or I'd wear
Exactly.
Chivas maybe, but I wouldn't wear America. But I would wear like European clubs. Like I'd wear any.
So you
like,
would
not Real Madrid though.
So
So
I,
you would own multiple teams, European League teams.
it's no les
jerseys.
vas. You just like the jersey.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think he doesn't understand that because I'm a Barca fan, but I would never buy a Madrid and
Yeah,
wear it. I
I
wouldn't
would not
rock a
wear-
Madrid thing. I'm let's see.
Would you wear a Miami FC?
Yeah.
Jersey.
Yeah.
And Timbers, or are you even a Timbers?
Yeah,
fan?
I mean, I support the Timbers, but like, I'm not a diehard fan of the Timbers. Like, I support them, and it's like, los apoyo because that's our local club and everything.
But
But
no one. There's no passion for it. If you
Yeah.
ask a lot of people, the majority, los que son hispanos or any other team, you ask them about the Timbers, no one really like. It's cool, but like, we're not in love with the
yeah,
team.
I'm sure there's people that are in love, and they'll be like, oh, I'm not gonna wear Timbers jerseys, but I'm like, man, no saben.
It's lo que es, way.
I think the only other jersey that I would wear, I mean, I'm not a huge Blazers fan, but I guess I like the Blazers. But I would probably buy a Jaimes jersey.
Jaques.
Yeah, Jaques. That's probably the
Jaques.
only.
He doesn't.
jersey.
He doesn't
Right.
watch basketball. I asked him.
Is he the first Mexican
No.
in the NBA?
Mm-mm.
There isn't very many Mexicans in the NBA though, but he's one of them.
No, he's just he's the first Mexican in the NBA that's good.
that
That's
he's
the
actually
difference.
playing. Yeah,
That's
and
good.
Even he doesn't play full games. He plays averages 20 minutes.
Oh, he's good though, dude.
He's really good.
They saying that this is guy is gonna be good,
He's
but
really good.
I don't want to go off topic because
Basketball, yeah. I don't
Mr.
do
Abby
basketball.
doesn't fuck with basketball.
I don't do basketball.
Nah,
I mean,
dude, so
like
soccer.
the
I don't
only
really
the
do
only
much
thing I
basketball
would
either.
say that like with basketball is like I know that like what's his name? I mean, LeBron plays with the Lakers. Brandon Roy plays for the Blazers.
No, dude, that was 20 years ago.
He doesn't play there anymore.
No,
Oh shit.
that was 20
Okay,
years
I
ago.
know that like what's his name? James Harden and like.
Dude, I don't even know what team James Harden plays for anymore.
I thought he's at OKC with Kevin Durant.
I think he's at the
Is that weird?
Clippers.
Is that a long time ago?
He's like, yeah,
Not even that long ago,
Dude.
dude. Bro, he's been going through teams like the last 2 years.
yeah, dude. But Harden didn't play in OKC in the last 10 years.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
damn.
He has
That's a
been
long
good.
time, so we'll move from that.
Yeah,
dude.
we'll
But what we were
move
talking
on.
about earlier, though, just to kind of end the topic with the whole championship. Would you agree to erase that history, though? Not history, but you think it's fair? And it's gonna. This is just gonna come up.
I don't know if it's fair. I don't know if it's fair
gonna come
because
up to our next topic.
yeah, I don't know if it's fair because the same thing happens to like Uruguay. Uruguay has won a World Cup, but everybody's like it didn't count, and it's like well,
And that's the thing. That's the next topic. World Cup. It's gonna be almost 100 years. Uruguay has won it twice, but it was in the early stages of the
right,
World Cup.
for sure.
They have never been close to winning another World Cup. So I don't think it's. I think those championships are. I don't know if the word is fake, but it's just. It's not
I think
there.
I think that they don't hold as much value as the trophies do now, because of the competition and because the sport has evolved, because humans and athletes have evolved. I don't think it holds as much weight as it would now. But I think that that's what makes those teams big, the history.
Yeah.
Whether it was as credible or not, or, that's the history. And at the time, like when we see it, we're like, oh, dang, Pelé did this, Maradona did this. But when they were living at that time and the people at that time, like, they probably weren't realizing what they were seeing at the moment, you know?
So, touching back with Uruguay and stuff, the U.S., I think the U.S. was in the final, no? Or no, semifinal back in the World Cup, no?
No, I don't remember.
The history, no one talks about that shit. I think the U.S. and the U.S. was never good in soccer. But, I mean, everyone forgets history, right?
Yeah.
But it just brings us to our next point, which is what we were talking about earlier, Pelé and Maradona and Messi. And I think the way we're going to give away the shirt is first we have the Barcelona shirt, kind of like retro-looking type of shirt. I don't know if you want to grab the girls' one.
This one's my favorite.
This is the Barcelona shirt. I don't know if you guys could hear me. If you want to hold the Real Madrid one, dude. No se te van a quemar las manos. Oh, here. You want to switch?
Let me hold this one.
You
Yeah.
hold this one, that's okay.
Los de America, they're kind of like the same as Madrid people.
Yeah. They steal
And they're like
games.
the same like Yankee
Attitude.
fans.
Yeah. Or is that the, I don't watch baseball. I watched.
No.
I actually.
And then like the Lakers too. They're all like the same type of people.
Yeah, I mean,
you guys agree?
The biggest teams, you know?
All right, so this comes from CA Private Training. That's our sponsor for this episode. It's a Barcelona shirt. It's more of like a retro looking shirt. You know, it's not bad. It's a cool shirt. So yeah, if you guys are able to win this shirt, and then Avi's holding it's a woman's jersey, authentic from Arsenal, medium size, and then Alan has the large men's authentic.
Real Madrid.
Player jersey, so it's not just a fan jersey; it's a player jersey. So they're up there. Real Madrid fan. So
Let's go.
the way to win this, you guys got to like and follow, or actually like and comment on the post. And basically, we're gonna ask you who is the most overrated player. And before you answer that, if you guys want to comment your overrated player that you think is out there in the history or even now, comment and like the post, and then get a chance to win any of these 3 jerseys. But yeah, who is your
The most overrated player that I think exists.
whether it's dead or alive or whatever?
He's going to say Ochoa.
I mean, I think he's one of them. He's
Shoot.
overrated. I don't know if I mean I think who's the most over. I know the topic has come up of like Pelé is Pelé overrated. Now I don't know if Pele's overrated. I think Pele was born in the wrong era.
What do you mean?
Like if you see videos of the things he does moves that people like
Do now.
yeah,
Mhm.
and like he was born in a different era, so I feel like maybe he's I think actually who's overrated a lot is compared to others is damn, I'm gonna get some hate for this one.
Yeah.
Luka Modric.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's good. He's great.
Yeah.
He's a great player. Great
Yeah.
player. Amazing player. But compared to others, compared to like,
Mhm.
you know, you think about, yeah, I just think he's like Toni Kroos. I think he's a better, solid overall player than him. And like, they have a good team. Like, I'm not a Madrid fan again, but like, I think he's overhyped to.
Why do you think he's overhyped? I agree with you.
I think it's because Barcelona has had some crazy midfielders, and it's like, oh well, Madrid now has this one, and like, you know, again, he's a great player, but like, I don't think that he
was he worthy of winning the Ballon d'Or?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so because if that's the case, if that's the thing you're gonna look at, while Cristiano and Messi are both still in the title race, then why didn't Xavi win it? Why didn't Iniesta win it?
Yeah.
You know, why didn't Ribery didn't win it? Why didn't Ribery win it? He won the treble.
Then
and
Henry back in the day.
Thierry Henry is crazy. I think he's like underrated. Like people
I was
don't.
just gonna ask you what was underrated.
I think Thierry Henry. I think Jack Grealish is underrated. I know that he had a huge.
I think he's overrated.
No, I think he had a huge price tag.
Yeah.
I think he had a
He's-
huge price tag. I agree with that.
He's got a huge contract,
What
but
was the
he's
price tag?
overrated.
They paid 100,000 or 100 million for him.
So
They paid for him, but I think like he produces so much. He produces so much soccer, and I feel like when you break down soccer to like the basics, he produces a lot of chances, and like that's what you bring him for. And like why would somebody like Guardiola go after him? Obviously, the price tag is huge, but that's what keeps English players in England. Those big, huge price tags, so that they don't go away from England, and so England can have a good team. But yeah, overrated, I would say Modric, and then underrated, I'd say like Henry, Jack. I would say, yeah, I think for me those are.
So Modric would be your overrated player,
Yeah,
and then
I
your
think so.
underrated player would be Thierry Henry or who?
No, Henry. I think I see Thierry
Henry?
Henry. Yeah, he was
Yeah?
crazy. He was crazy.
He's
He
a
like
beast.
the thing is that like we teach kids right now, like we teach kids that we need them to be confident on the ball and be able to manipulate the ball and feel confident going forward. And like Henry could do that crazy, and he was smooth.
I don't agree with the video I saw, but I came across a video a while back saying that Henry is considered overrated.
No way.
And the way they were explaining it is that he was never in the big games, Champions League.
Right.
He always
Same-
disappeared in the big
the
games.
same thing could be said about Haaland.
Same thing about Messi though too.
No
In
way.
the big games. Yeah,
No.
parece.
Messi scored in the World Cup final.
But we'll go back to that. But question. So you kind of answered this already. Do you think Pelé is overrated?
I think Pelé.
You said he was born in the wrong era. So
Yeah, I think Pelé was he was born in the wrong era. I think that if he would be playing now, he would not be the person he became. I don't think so. Again, if you look at his videos, because obviously I never got to watch him play. If you look at his videos, the moves he does are crazy. Like there's things that he's like the filter un balón, like he gives you a good through ball, and it's like you didn't see that, like, and the way like you look at his videos, it's crazy. And I think that back then, the sport hadn't evolved like it has now. You know, you didn't have left or right inverted right backs or inverted left backs in the structure. It was what was most common was a 4-4-2. Now you have 4-2-3-1s. Now you start with a 4-3-3, but your right back inverts into another 6. And like that stuff did not happen back then. And maybe he was just born in a different era. And of course, I would say that if he was in this era, he would be overrated.
Really?
But
Yeah.
because of what history, he is. who
what do
he is.
you think about him? Is you like I don't know if you know. I don't know much about him, but the few things that I know,
Yeah.
I could give you an answer later. But what do you think?
I think he's overrated. I think that the competition wasn't there for him.
Yeah.
I think that if you would have put any of the high level players right now, they would have killed it just as much as he did.
And the ideology, like the way I back myself, my thought process is, again, I'm not a basketball fan, but I always hear like LeBron and Michael.
Mhm.
I would apply that same thinking. If Michael was around now, would he still be the person he
I
was
don't-
back then?
I think he
I don't,
would.
you know,
I think
right?
he
And
would.
I don't know the sport, right? But I think that same thought process throughout the sports, like if, you know, if athletes have evolved so much that it's crazy.
Um, I just think it's so hard for a player to get to that kind of level nowadays. So I feel like a Cristiano or a Messi at that level, it's just
They were so I'll answer that right now, but they were just I think they were ¿cómo te diré? Everything came in place. It was the perfect storm for them,
for who?
for Messi and Cristiano. They were good. So if you look back in history, everything has always been one player. Ballon d'Or for like maybe the 4 years, like you win it once or twice, maybe, right? But they never dominated for 10 years. And there was only one. It was never two ideal players. But I think what happened was with social media and everything, and then choosing sides, marketing, money, media, mainstream, they realized, wait, we can make more money if we have two people, just like any party. You have two separate parties. We could make more money this way. So what if we inflamos así, así? They're good players. They just perform well. It was the perfect moment for everybody at this point. Because si te fijas now, they're trying to do Haaland Mbappe. But I don't think that's going to work. I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. I think obviously marketing became a huge thing, and like social media and obviously literally the internet, you know. But Barca, it came naturally. You know, it came naturally, and then Madrid went out and was like, okay, well, I need a big gun now, and I need to go and get Ronaldo, you know, and like Messi's like he was already there. They had invested in him long ago, and so like Madrid was the one that kind of caught up and said like, oh yeah, well yeah, we're a big powerhouse. Like this is who we need now. So
Yeah, but I think it was a perfect storm.
I think though I think that if Mbappe would have been born with Messi, I think Mbappe would be like Messi's rival. I think Ronaldo. I think Ronaldo. Like I think Ronaldo. I think Ronaldo is not, because I don't think, like, again, break it down to the basics of soccer. Who's a better soccer player? The better soccer player is Messi. You teach kids to be creative, be skillful, attack 1v1, and unbalance the defense. Unbalance your defender. Unbalance the other team. Attack when the team is unbalanced, when they're unstructured. Messi can do that. Ronaldo cannot do that. What do you want to teach a kid? To learn how to dribble with the ball close to his foot, or to kick a ball and catch up to it?
I just feel like Messi's just raw talent. Everybody says that he's raw
he's
talent.
natural.
He's just
Yeah,
natural.
it is.
And I feel like Cristiano has that hard work ethic.
So, but what do you value more than the
I
sport or the
value-
hard work?
I value the hard work.
I value the sport.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say you value the sport because you're valuing his natural talent.
Because what
No,
is the
but-
likelihood of you coming across a kid as a coach and saying this is going to be the next Messi? What is the likelihood of having a kid and you could develop him?
I think
and
heart
show
wins.
him, like, look,
if you
this
have
is-
heart,
this is
you're
what
gonna
heart-
win.
yeah.
I think if you have heart, it's gonna outbeat talent, because if you have talent, I feel like Messi maybe has heart, but I feel like if you've worked so fucking hard, like Cristiano, you have the fucking heart. You're not gonna fucking quit. So at one point, Messi's getting comfortable. He already came to MLS to retire.
But didn't Ronaldo do the same thing in Saudi?
No, but so Ronaldo at 36 was at Juventus scoring goals. That's the difference. So this is I've always been.
But what are we valuing? Longevity now? Are we
No.
valuing who's?
But
If
I
that's
think-
the
I
case,
think-
then
I-
Ochoa's a goat.
I
Which I
think.
disagree with.
Hey, thank you.
No,
Enough
but I'm saying- but I'm saying-
We're
but
done,
I'm saying-
gentlemen.
Ochoa,
I'm
Ochoa
saying,
the
like,
Thank you
goat.
for coming today.
Damn.
That then if that's the case, like
I
you know,
value that. I value that. But I don't know.
That's why I value, like, I will sit down and watch like other games in the Premier League. I will watch like a good Spanish La Liga game, because it's like I value the sport. I like watching the sport, and you see a player and like, dang, like that's a good, nice through ball. That's a good like vision, dude. Come on, like cuando has visto that Ronaldo sends like a crazy pass?
Pero
does
Messi
it.
lo hace en la MLS, pero en las otras, so
No way, he did
sí,
it.
sí lo hacía, pero no, it wasn't common. So I'll tell you this. So cuando they cater to you in Barcelona and you grow up in the academy and everything's based out of you have everything there, right? When you come from, you play at Sporting Lisboa, you prove yourself. You play at Manchester United at a young age, you prove yourself. You go to Madrid, you prove yourself. Different leagues. You go to Juventus, you prove yourself. You go to right now. He scored more goals than anybody at 39.
But that's okay. So are we valuing goals? And
No, it's not goals. It's just that he todavía lo hace. Messi, the only league that he's proven himself is en la Liga, and estaba espaldado por the greatest team of all time. Xavi, Iniesta, Sergio Busquets, the greatest team of all time that I've ever seen play in my life.
Okay, agree.
So
that means that he growing up in La Masia, so right, growing up in their academy team, that's who we had to compete with.
Sí, pero
so are you saying though? Are you saying that at that young age, you know, would Ronaldo have made it through La Masia?
Yo pienso que sí.
La Masia, he made it out of Lisboa though.
But la cosa es esto.
That work ethic, bro. I think
Messi has always been there, and they've been like, okay, this is going to be our next project. Cuando se fue a PSG, a Farmers League, él no hizo nada. ¿Me entiendes?
Yeah.
That is the difference. Cuando Xavi y Iniesta se salieron de Barça, Messi no hacía nada. And they were considering he's old. He's not old.
No, I disagree there. I disagree that the part he didn't do anything. He the structure of play, like
but that's
Messi
the thing. He didn't come up in the games.
Messi didn't adapt. Messi didn't have the people surrounding him for the structure.
Huh.
When Ronaldo came back to United in the Premier League, everything was around him. Everything was surrounded around him. Goals are for him. Free kicks are for him. Penalty kicks are for him. And like he left through the back door. He was a bad teammate. And like nobody wanted to have like you know, he was a bad teammate. So like I wouldn't want somebody like that in my team.
Yeah, but hey, let's go back to football.
Yeah.
Professional football.
Yeah.
I think I've asked you most of the questions, dude. I mean, unless you have other questions, like, or Alan has other questions or anything like that.
I have one question, and I think that it's really out of topic, and I should have asked you like way back, but we kept it rolling, so I'm gonna ask you now, anyways. So earlier that you had said a comment, and you said, what's the population of Mexico? How many men are in Mexico? That's how many coaches Mexico has.
Yeah.
So you're essentially saying that Mexican men are really passionate about soccer. So now my dad was really passionate about soccer growing up, and you said your dad watched soccer too.
Mm-hmm.
Was your dad super passionate about soccer?
Yeah, 100%.
So my question is, do you think that a lot of people like from our generation, specifically our generation, do you think that they got turned off with soccer just because our parents tried fucking shoving soccer down our throats?
I think in one way or another, yes. Because it's like, in one way or another, yes. Because it obviously had a positive impact on us. We're here talking about it. But I think it also has a negative impact in the sense that, like, once I started coaching myself and I started, going through the licenses and getting the license for coaching and understanding it a little bit more, which, again, there's always people that know way more than I do. Right, and I feel like I've progressed, but there were things where I started realizing, like, I'd come home and I'd watch a soccer game with my dad, and my dad would be like, "No, hijo de la chingada," like, we're gonna, and I'm like, "Bro, that's like that. That's not how it goes. Like, that's not how there's 11 athletes against 11 athletes. You have to realize that when you play this game, you're playing against other athletes.
It's a strategic game.
Yeah, it comes down to a strategic game, and there was just games where I'm like, bro, like, ya vas a empezar that, like, I love my dad, but there was just games where it's like, dude, or like recently, like I'd be like, or not recently, but like in the past years, like, Opa, va a jugar Cruz Azul. I'm like, let's go watch it, and like that was kind of like our only bonding time. And he'd be like, no voy a ver porque nomás me vaya a enojar. And I'm like, okay, I get it, I hear you, because we're all devastated by how many times they lost in finals. But it's like, should it really get to you that much, or should it affect you that much?
It's hard, man. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think so. But like, I just remember that, like, growing up, there was like a lot of parents, like, they would get fucking pissed at games. No, que córrele, cabrón. No, para eso te traje hasta acá.
Okay.
Córrele, cabrón. You know what I'm talking about?
So that now. So
para eso estoy pagando para esto.
Yeah, so we see that. I like right now, again, I coach they're U8 8-year-olds, or they're 7-year-olds going into U8. I actually play in Europe. So like two of my little guys, Thiago and Sebastian, they play, and at this age, you're teaching them that this is the age they play 7v7. So you play 6 field players and 1 goalie, 7v7. That's a structure, right? And this is a structure across the world at this age. This is what they play. They learn how to play out from the back. They learn how to, pass correctly, receive with the back foot. And you hear parents, and I hear parents saying like, "Córrele this and that," like ya no te voy a traer. And I have done it myself with my kiddo, and like I step back and I'm like, okay, I need to stop that shit, And that you're gonna burn the kid out more.
Dude, I don't want to go. I don't want
Yeah,
my
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
dad to yell
And
at me,
and there's
dude.
kids like that. And the thing is that how many of us had that after the game? You knew
That
once you
ride
got into
home.
the car. Yep.
Oh,
And
dude.
that sucks. That sucks. And so at this age, the age that I'm coaching at right now, there is what we call it joysticking. There's a little bit of joysticking that you need to do. You do need to tell kids at this age, like, hey, get wide. Hey, use your right foot there. Hey, use your left foot. Hey, look up. That's called joysticking. So we do have to remind them at this age.
But I think
because
it's
they're
different coming from a coach than coming from your dad. But the reason why I was asking you is because of how passionate.
Yeah,
Mexican
and
dads are.
and that's what the thing that ruins it, because it's like, no, like I tell the kids, when we tell the kids at the club that I coach at, we tell the kids like, hey, we listen to us. We encourage parents, and we tell them like, hey, do not coach from the sideline.
I was just gonna
do
ask you
not
that.
coach from the sideline. You can remind them, and even with my kiddo, like I feel like I coach him a lot. But when there's games where I'm not coaching him or somebody else takes on the position, I'll tell him like, hey, where are you playing? Oh, I'm playing the 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where should you be? You have to ask guided questions. Let them figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Joysticking does not work at the high school level. Joysticking does not work with like kids that are 16, 17, 18. Like it doesn't work anymore. You can remind them, you are there to guide them, and then follow a structure of play, a system of play, strategic.
It's just a system, because at the end of the day, as your level keeps going up in soccer players or anything like that, you got to ask yourself, as a Pep Guardiola or Mourinho, you're not teaching Cristiano or Messi how to shoot a ball. You're not teaching them how to dribble. As a coach, you're teaching them your system of play. You're telling them. So at the age level for kids, it's the same thing. At one point, you realize you cannot teach Hudson or this person how to shoot a ball, because they probably shoot it better than you.
Yeah.
The thing is, how do you play in the system? What do you want? How are you going to do it? Everything's different.
Yeah, it's
right?
all a strategy. I feel like once you get to like at least a high school level, if you're a coach at the high school level, like you're bringing kids in, and that's why there's tryouts, and that's why you pick the best 18 kids on your team, and then you sell your system to them. You say like, hey, this is the system we're playing, and you kind of hope that they buy into it.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, yeah, and then it just comes down. It comes down to that. But right now, at the age that like where my kiddos are at, it's just development. Can they become creative, skillful players who can go 1v1? Because what's easier, to attack or to defend? To defend is easier.
Yeah. Oh, it's easier.
It's
I thought
easier.
it was harder.
No, defending is easier to teach than to you.
Yeah.
It's easier. You can't teach a kid to do what Neymar does on the ball. You can't teach a kid to do what do we have? Hazard or Benzema, like the players that are creative
Defending,
on the wing.
you just tell them, look, we're gonna set the lines.
They're professionals, but like it's easier to defend than it is to attack. So right now, at a young age, you teach them how to attack, and guess what? There's a lot of mistakes that are gonna happen, and how you react to it. That's where our parents came in and would come in and yell at us, and it sucked.
My last question. So you said you have 2 kiddos, an 8-year-old. How old is the other one?
I have a 10-year-old and then 2 7-year-olds.
Oh, 7-year-olds. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And then a 10-year-old. Do you think it's harder to coach your own kids or coaching other people's kids?
It's harder to coach your own kids. So I've been coaching at like the club that I coach at for 5, 7, 8 years. I don't know, for a while. I've been there for a while, and all through the process of one of the 8-year-olds, one of them was more passionate than the other, or was more passionate than the other one. I think they're both there now. But one of them with Thiago, he wanted to play, and I said, I'm gonna step away. Let him play, because I don't want him to hate the sport because of me. Mm-hmm. And now, he was born in 2016 at our club. That is the youngest team we have that is competitive. So we go out and play, and I'm the head coach of the team, right? And I was a head coach of the team that he was on last year, and he was playing 2 years up last year, and like this year he's only playing 1 year up, and so it's hard for me to, you know, it's a hard situation because I have to hold him. I feel like I have to hold him to a higher standard because he is a coach's son. Sure, he may be the best player at the moment on his team, but all the other kids are going to catch up one day. They're developing, and so it's going to come to a point where I'm sure when he gets older, and if I'm coaching the team, somebody's going to be like, "Oh, well, you're playing because you're the coach's son," you know. And so that's a hard part.
That is a very hard part.
Damn, that's crazy. I guess before we end it, just to kind of wrap it up, dude. How do you guys want to give away the shirts? I did say that, you know, comment and like. Do you guys want to do the underrated or overrated, or do you want to just make it easy, Messi or Cristiano, or comment your 5 or your top 2 players? What do you guys think?
I think tag like the best player, your best top 3 players of yours.
Oh, that's a good one.
And then you have 3 entries in there, and then.
Do you think people are willing to do that though? Because there's a lot of people who are not willing to tag people.
I hear you. No, tag your top 3 players.
What do you mean?
So I'm gonna be tagging Messi in there. I'm gonna be tagging
Cristiano and
Joel Wiki, and probably El Shaggy. You know.
Yeah.
Tag them.
But do you think people will actually do that though?
Yeah,
they're getting a free fucking jersey. Yeah, they will.
I mean, how many? So a lot of times on social media, how many people really comment, right? Like I remember, like last time you did call out.
Camilo called me out.
No, Camilo called you out, but you did comment though.
Yeah, I did.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
But Bubba.
Oh, Chin,
he didn't comment.
Dang, Chin.
You know, come on, Chin, come on, dude, where you at? But I think a lot of people don't want to like do that, and especially if it's like a superstar, como que no les va a ser fácil hacerlo.
What? Yeah, I hear
dude,
what you're saying.
Those guys are never. Dude, the thing is,
it's not about
those
that.
athletes
It's
are
just
never gonna see it.
The thing is that people that don't use social media that often are not gonna tag someone.
Nah, people use social media, but I hear what you're saying. How do we make it easier?
Easier
so
for
people
them
get more. Maybe it's just like.
Do you guys want to give it away with? They have to like and comment. And they also have to follow CA Private Training, which is the sponsor of today's episode, right?
Shout out to Camilo, no?
Camilo, let's go.
Let's go.
Parcero, el parce.
El parce.
So how do we give it away, right? Like I said, we do have the Barcelona jersey. I think it's a size large or medium. The women's Arsenal, medium size. And then Madrid, large. Men's. So they're... These 2 are authentic player jerseys, which is not fan jerseys, these are pretty fitted.
Yep.
No le quedan a Alan,
a mí no
basically.
Me quedan.
No.
Nada más la poderosa.
Si no le queda nada, imagínate.
So,
I mean.
So, did you want to do like, comment, and then do your favorite player, or?
Yeah, I would just say like, and then however many times you comment is however many entries you get.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, because then that means that like the people that are commenting more are working for it.
But commenting on your favorite player?
Yeah.
Because anyone could comment anything, but it doesn't
No, the
mean
favorite player.
Yeah, the favorite player.
Or overrated player. Because I could ask you right now, who's the overrated player? You could say Modric. And they could be like, is he correct or is he wrong? Or who is, or
No, they have to do the player. If they want to comment and say
they
you're
tag,
wrong,
they
they
tag
can
the
do
most. They tag their top 3 overrated players, or their top 1 overrated player, and for every comment they get another entry. So they might have multiple entries. Like I would
agree.
I would tag Modric. I would tag probably like Ochoa. I would tag probably like who, I don't know, who's El Piojo, Herrera. He's a bad coach.
I got to comment after we're done. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Keep going.
Who else would I tag? Probably most overrated. I'd probably tag probably Ronaldo.
Pelé? Does Pelé still have one? Shit, my bad.
Pelé. I would tag Courtois, actually.
Courtois?
From Real Madrid goalkeeper.
So we're doing overrated.
Do you want to do overrated, or do you want to do your top 2 players?
I think top 2 players.
Yeah.
I think top 2 players.
Or we could do both. You can't
No,
do
you
both.
can't
Yeah,
do
you can do
both.
both.
No, just top 2 players. Top 2 players.
Your favorite player.
Yep. Your
Yep.
top
Let's
2
do the
favorite
favorite player.
Favorite
Okay.
player, and then you can put multiple entries.
Yeah.
All right.
multiple
So
entries.
okay. So like for example,
So I was talking with Jorge yesterday, and I was asking him who his favorite player was, and I was wondering who's your dad's favorite player.
My dad's favorite player is Carlos Hermosillo.
Carlos Hermosillo.
Yeah, he scored the PKs at Cruz Azul's last 97 final against Leon. Broken ribs and everything, looking like the Terminator out there, bleeding.
shit, dude, that's bad.
They won the La Liga.
Damn.
Yeah, Carlos Morcillo, dude. Like, do you know who he is?
I don't even know who he is,
Dude,
bro.
in the '90s, that fool was a beast,
he's
dude.
a
Ask your
baller.
dad, dude.
He was baller. He actually
Dude.
he's like very outspoken too now. Like he'll talk shit about Cruz Azul and like the lo directiva y todo. Like
Oh yeah.
he's very he'll tag people.
Damn.
I think you got into it with Alexis Vega the other day on
really?
Twitter. Yeah,
Damn. I need to follow this
Shit.
guy on Twitter then.
Damn.
Is it called, I don't have Twitter. What is it called? Like
I don't
X
have
now?
it either.
Yo,
Yeah.
but-
Called X?
I guess if you're talking about that, now that you bring up Alexis Vega and Hermosillo, it reminds me of Sage.
Oh, when he came out with that video,
Do you remember?
No, I don't know about
No,
that.
he
tell
came,
him, dude.
he,
tell
came,
him.
he came out with the Magnum. He said no, he did. He sent
On
I
a
don't-
press conference?
no. He sent a video. No, it was an adult video. He sent it to somebody. I don't know who he sent it to, but that video got leaked.
To like a girl or something?
Yeah,
I mean, I'd assume so.
Yeah.
I mean, who
To
else
a
would you
guy.
say? You know,
it was
who
a girl. It was like a reporter, no?
And like they that video got leaked, and he
It's look-
had a Magnum.
I think
Yeah.
he said, "Lo que te vas a comer, mija," ¿verdad?
Yeah, something like
Some
that.
shit
something
like that.
What
Yeah.
was this?
It was like 5-6 years ago, dude.
Damn.
Yeah, and like and it was all over there. And the thing is that he didn't get canceled. Hey, he's still around.
Dude, you don't get canceled in Mexico, bro.
That shit
And
was
yeah,
funny, dude.
Yeah, it was all over the internet. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's like I think he said, "Look, el Zorro
something
knows
like that.
exactly lo que
Yeah.
te vas a comer, mija." There
Something
was
like that.
memes everywhere about
Yeah.
that, dude.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
It was like no, for real. Like they were saying they actually they I think FIFA even got involved.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because they said they're like, oh, how was he so successful in sports? And then they came out. FIFA's conclusion was like, this dude has 3 legs. You know, so
damn.
so-
Damn.
Shit.
So, I mean,
So
I just-
respect.
so I mean,
Respect.
he was a great player though. He was a good player, but that was
that's just funny.
Damn.
That's funny, dude. Dude, they fucking like meme the shit out of him.
yeah,
dude.
they made a lot of
Really?
memes.
Yeah, even like the commentators,
Damn.
like to this point, le va a hacer la saguiña or like la
Yeah.
sage, like
Yeah, they would make a
Damn.
reference to
it's
it.
just kind of like, yeah, dude, it's crazy though. But I guess what do you guys want to do exactly? Overrated or top two?
Bro,
Top
we've
two,
already
yeah,
talked
let's
about
no,
two.
yeah. Top 2 players you like, or sorry, you have to follow CA Private Trading, and then you like the post and comment your top player.
There you go. You guys have it. Barcelona, Arsenal, or Atletico Madrid. Hey, let's just end the
Oh,
debate.
at Real Madrid.
Oh, shit, my bad.
It should be an Atletico one. I
Real
think
Madrid.
Real Madrid, the Gunners who bottled the league again this year, and then the greatest
Shit.
team of all time, Barcelona.
Barcelona in the house. You already know.
Yep,
End the debate right now. Messi or Cristiano?
Messi.
Cristiano.
No way. That's like a dead giveaway when like somebody doesn't know soccer. And that's one.
Damn.
That's a dead giveaway.
Damn.
Pass, uppercut.
Bro.
It's
Damn.
Messi.
Damn.
It's Messi. That's it. We'll
Yeah.
end it on that one. Messi's overall a better player.
Overrated.
No, overall
Overrated.
a better
Overrated.
player. He's a
He's a
better
Le-
human being
He's
too.
a LeBron.
He's a better.
Oh,
no, he-
are we talking sports? Or
no,
are we
no,
fucking
no.
talking better being human being,
I said,
bro?
and he's a better human being
That
overall.
doesn't matter. We're talking sports. We're talking
No.
football.
Okay, we're talking football.
So
he's a
he-
better footballer than
Oh,
Ronaldo.
he's a better
He's a better footballer.
So
He's a
let's
better-
go Messi. He better human.
He's
he
a better-
donates more money, so
He's a better
athlete.
footballer, and Ronaldo's a better athlete. I can give you that. Ronaldo's an overall better athlete, but soccer player, and you break it down, it's Messi.
Bro, dude, you're a hater, bro.
No, I'm
you
not
gotta
hating.
respect the hustle.
I do respect the hustle because look, my son, one of my kiddos, Thiago,
Mm.
he's taller, he's a little bit bigger, and like if he would have started soccer at the age that maybe his teammates are, he would not be the player that he is. He is the player he is right now in his team in the current moment because he works hard. So I respect the hustle.
It's
hard.
tough because unpopular opinion would be just because you work hard doesn't mean you're gonna make it.
Well, on my bio on my Instagram, hey, I live by it. I feel like I live by my bio is no es cierto que si haces todo bien te irá bien.
Damn. Yeah, it's because
That's
You have to have a little bit of luck.
no, for sure.
It's a
100%.
little bit of
have a little bit of
everything.
luck,
It
yeah.
has to be it goes back to everything. Connections. Es poquito de todo.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're talented, you have a step ahead.
Yes.
Pero you could be talented and drop the ball. We've seen it with pro players. If it happens with pro players, it happens with everybody.
Yeah. No, yeah. I think it's a combination of everything.
And
Like you said,
so
mentality.
I remember El Zorro, he would be like, no, dude, it's like allá cuando vas a la academia de acá, certain teams, like, este jugador juega bien, pero como sus papás conocen acá,
Yeah.
le dan preferencia
Yeah,
acá.
100%.
So if there's only a room, let's say room for 11 players, and there's
there's politics.
there's politics, and he's like, no, es que no mames, and that's everywhere.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So everything comes to something, right? And at the end of the day is, if you made it there, how are you gonna do it? You know how hard it is to be a professional soccer player, dude.
Yeah. And again,
It's hard.
yeah,
It's fucking
and
hard.
I am fortunate enough to coach at the club that I coach at, and that obviously it's a reality. It gives my kids a little bit of a head start when it comes to like playing and stuff like that. Like that's the reality. But like, if I don't believe in my kids' dreams, who else is gonna believe in it? You're the only fan.
Yeah.
You're the only fan, and as a male figures, the only love that the only person that wants to see them do better is their own parents, their own dad.
Yeah.
You know, your dad's the only one that wants you to do better than him. No other guy in this world wants you to do. You know, I wish you the best. I wish you do better and
Yeah,
stuff. You know,
shit.
I wish you guys the best. I wish you like
No,
you know,
yeah, that's
No,
real.
grow
that's
in your
true. That's
career,
real. That's what it
grow in your
is.
career.
That's real.
But at the end of the day, like I need to do what's best for me,
Yeah.
and I will do everything I can so that my kiddos can be in a better place than I am.
Yeah.
Because you have your kids, you want the best what's for them.
Yeah.
Nobody else is gonna look down. I'm sure my dad might step in and be like, "Hey, yeah, well, I can help you out now, so I can help my grandkids."
Yeah.
But you know, as a parent, you have to believe in them.
That's real.
You have to follow their dreams.
Yep.
But hey, I appreciate you guys having me on here, and
No, dude, thanks
Good
for coming through,
conversation.
man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. We'll kind of tag you on the post and shit.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
for sure.
So kind of the giveaway too, and then kind of go from there, dude. I
Yeah.
mean, you have anything else?
Yeah, small recap. It's just he said best soccer player means longevity. So Ochoa.
no. I said if we were going by longevity, then, no. Hey, if that's
Where'd
the
he
case,
go?
then it's Peter Cech. That fool's playing
Shit.
hockey now.